Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we have the patch 3.2.0 here. That means the new Esper skill sets is here for us to read together. So let's start reading this together. I just came home today and I straight away checked the notification and I saw this thing. So let's do this. We're gonna start speculating and analyze all of this Embla skill. Let's go. Embla is a powerful fighter Esper who can inflict corrupted seed. By detonating these debuffs, he can also deal massive damage. Yes, my prediction was right. This is the legendary version of Chiangman. Yes. So she's gonna be really good because of this. Because this is the legendary version of Chiangman. Because Chiangman herself is already good enough because a delayed attack usually much stronger than a straightforward damage attack. So let's go. Ability 1. That sword attacks an enemy if they are not already afflicted with corrupted seed, inflicts corrupted seed. If they are afflicted, performs a pursuit attack with this ability on another enemy. Oh my god, this. Yeah, you definitely want Sword Avatara for this one. If they are not already afflicted with corrupted. So I'm assuming that corrupted seed is the debuff, just like the Jiangman one. And if they are not afflicted by corrupted seed, they will Embla will put the corrupted seed on this target. And if they are afflicted, then she will attack another target and then put the corrupted seed on that target. So she's basically similar to Chiangman, where Chiangman target like attack 2 enemies at once. For this one, she either attack 1 or 2. Okay, so let's go to ability 2. Chaotic Thrust attacks an enemy multiple times. Each hit steals a buff. The second hit detonates corrupted seed on the enemy. And after ascension, it infects other enemies with corrupted seed. Wow, this is great. So you can spread the debuff. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Like there is, this is also something that is really good in games. Like definitely, if you have played MOBA games, then you know these kind of things like spreading debuffs to other enemies is a strong thing to have. Although it only spread the corrupted seed, but we haven't read what corrupted seed is doing yet for now. So this is good. And she can also steal buff. So attacks an enemy multiple times, and because the second hit detonates the corrupted seed on the enemy, I'm assuming that she only attacks 2 times, I guess. So yeah, this is just like the first skill of Chloe. So this is good. So you do need to want to have a little bit of accuracy on her, at least at 30%, like 20 to 40% is already good. Ability 3, Desolate Flower, attacks on an enemy multiple times and inflicts defense down. When the ability ends, inflicts corrupted seed. Wait, what do you mean by when the ability ends? Like, is there a duration to the ability? Yeah, I don't know. Like, does this mean the animation, like when the animation ends, or is it like after certain time? I don't know. Let's see what corrupted seed is all about. Enemy inflicted with this debuff, the carrier, gains 1 additional corrupted seed stack for every attack they take. Ooh, the caster has a chance of inflicting disease. Wait, the caster? So that means Embla. Embla has a chance of inflicting disease to the carrier of corrupted seed. Yes. Oh my god, this is... Yeah, if this corrupted seed can be put on APEP, this is exactly my prediction. Embla is the Esper for APEP. So yeah, you just need to put corrupted seed on APEP, and every time Embla attack APEP, then she will inflict disease. So this is it, this is it. All my prediction comes true today. So let's go, let's keep going, let's keep going. Dispels one debuff on the attacker. Wow, this is good, this is good. So that means if Embla puts this corrupted seed on the enemy, everybody, like all her allies who attack that target, can dispel their debuffs by themselves. This is great. Wow, she is really, really good. When corrupted seed is detonated, okay, so they didn't mention how many attacks you need to deal to the carrier of the corrupted seed in order to detonate the corrupted seed. Deals damage to the carrier and inflicts bleed. So you do want to have attack bonus, like as much attack bonus as possible to Embla. Detonation damage per stack, a percentage of the original Castler's attack. Yes, that is the same as Changman. When automatically detonated, deals maximum stack damage. Oh, okay. Wait. Does this mean that there is a timer? Like, I don't get what they mean by automatically detonated. Like, is there a time limit where the corrupted seed will explode by itself after certain turn, or what they mean by automatically detonated is like if they cleanse the buff. So we're gonna need to check the in-game explanation for this, but really you definitely want to let your corrupted seed to automatically detonate by itself to deal the maximum stack damage. That means you don't need to attack that enemy and they will get hit by the maximum stack damage if you can do this thing, whatever this thing means. Detonation. The debuff disappears before reaching max stack. Auto detonation stacks max or the carrier dies. Okay. Okay, so what they mean by auto detonation is if you get maximum stacks. So that means after you hit the enemy a certain number of times. So it's the opposite. Okay, so you want to actually like keep hitting the enemy who has the corrupted seed as many times as however the number they need to detonate this, and then after getting the maximum stacks, then the corrupted seed will explode, dealing the maximum damage. And if it like explode by itself, like if the timer runs out before you manage to hit that target, then the debuff will disappear. So if you are fighting against Embla, you do want to prevent your Esper who get afflicted by corrupted seed to get hit by any of the enemy, which is really hard to do because there is the only way to do that is to disable the entire enemy team. So yeah, it's a similar strategy against Yunchuan. You do want to just permanently disable Embla. Well, for this case, like the whole Embla teammates in this case is quite different from Yunchuan, because in Yunchuan case, you just need to stun Yunchuan and he won't do his pursuit. But for Embla, once he managed to put the corrupted seed on you, that means no matter what happens to Embla herself, her allies will be able to deal damage to the carrier of the corrupted seed. So this is insane. This is gonna be really OP. So the number of auto detonation infects the carrier's allies with this debuff and removes it from the carrier. Oh my god, she can spread this debuff. But then again, it removes it from the carrier. So if you afflict this to like one target, because I think all of her skills are single target damage. So yeah, it all single target damage. So she gonna inflict 1 to a single enemy, and then after that she gonna spread it to the other 4, while the first target get his or her corrupted seed removed. So the number of stacks is capped. When this debuff disappears, the original caster gains AP, so Embla herself will gain AP. So she can keep stacking this, like giving this corrupted seed forever, because I'm guessing that when this debuff disappears, that means potentially you will have 5 targets who will give you AP, because they all will have corrupted seed. And if it all disappears, then you will definitely gonna move. So you don't really need speed for her. But there are 2 builds, like you do want to give her speed in order to give corrupted seed at the start of the battle, so all of your other allies will be able to attack the carrier of the corrupted seed, or the playstyle will be similar to Brewster, where you actually skip the first turn in order for you to maximize your attack in your relic substats, in order for you to deal the maximum damage for each detonation. So you gonna deal your maximum damage from second turn onwards, not on the first turn. So you can ignore speed totally and just go full attack. The original caster's death removes these debuffs. Oh, okay, so we can just kill Embla straight away, and all these corrupted seed debuffs will be gone. Okay, so yeah, reading all this, it's obvious. She is the APEP counter, she is the APEP killer, and she is gonna be really strong, because Jiangman herself is already strong enough. Now we got the legendary version of her, which is like a more delayed version of exploding debuffs. And as like I said before, that a delayed attack will deal so much more damage than a straight damage dealer. So let's go and see her resonance. Resonance 1, Tethered Sword Overload. Tethered Sword is first skill, kernel damage increases. Okay, so yeah, you do want to give her Avatara to maximize the first skill in order for you to spread the corrupted seed as much as possible. So her playstyle is not really suitable for the current PvP meta, because we have a lot of immunity and cleanser in our current meta. But the thing is that she is gonna be really strong if you combine her with Tricky. With Tricky, she will be able to keep triggering Tricky's passive, because this is basically exactly the same as Jiangman Tricky combo. So the second resonance, Dislyte Flower, Morph 1. Dislyte Flower is the third skill. Okay. Change, Dislyte Flower. The auto detonation of corrupted seed also damage the carrier's allies. Okay, so if one explode, okay, so that means that in Jiangman's case, the explosion deals random damage to 2 enemies for Jiangman's case. For this one, it deals damage to the carrier if you don't have her at Resonance 2. But after Resonance 2, then the corrupted seed will deal damage to all enemies. So the explosion gonna be insane. And then this is insane. Like, you do want her to be at Resonance 2, because the damage will be so much more than Jiangman. You all, like, by now you already know how much damage Jiangman can deal if you leave her alone, like if the enemy doesn't have any cleanser or immunity, and that is only the explosion of 2 random targets. And imagine if all 5 of them explode at the same time, you will have 25 explosion damage. So depending on how much attack percentage that the original casters take in this number, detonation damage per stack as percentage of the original caster's attack. So depending on the number of percentage that the in-game value will show us later, this is gonna be really OP. This is gonna be really OP. So 25 explosion times, like if, for example, if this is only like 30% attack, that means 25 times 30% is already 750% attack damage. Oh my god. Yeah, you do want to combo her with espers that deal AoE multi-hit damage in order to explode this at the same time, and nothing can block that much damage. It is basically like even higher than Gaia's second skill. Gaia's second skill, if I remember correctly, it only deals like 550% damage total. So this one is 750%. If I assume that this attack is only 30% attack, okay? So yeah, that is just 30% attack. I assuming 30% because that's the number for Yunchuan dog. So yeah. And then Resonance 3 Blessing, yeah, this is standard. Resonance 4 Power Suppression. When at an elemental advantage damage increases, so that means because she is Inferno, she is gonna be really strong against the Wind Espers, which is the current meta. But the thing is that I don't think you will be able to explode your corrupted seed before the current PvP meta can cleanse your corrupted seed. So yeah, it all depends. Because Jiangman herself needs 5 attacks in order to detonate her what's the name? The bloom thingy, the flower thingy, yes. And this one, if I also assume that it needs 5 attacks, then the enemy will have a lot of time to cleanse these debuffs. So that's why you're gonna need to combo her with Tricky. But that's the thing. I've already made a video showing you how to counter the Jin Yu Yao and Sally's combo using Tricky. So this is gonna be insane, because the combination of Tricky and Embla will definitely kill the current PvP meta, the current tank meta. But aside from that, like in PvE, she will be really strong in PvE. Definitely, I can see her being used in every single content in the game, because this is basically an upgraded version of Xiangman. So yeah, you can use her in Sentinel, you can use her in Tower, you can use her in... So yeah, my son interrupted me just now. Okay, so next one, Resonance 5, increase base stats is Aura as usual. Resonance 6, Dislyte Flower, Morph 2. Dislyte Flower is the third skill again. So it changed again. Dislyte Flower, the damage of each stack of Corrupted Seed increases in accordance with the caster's attack. Max stacks are reduced. Yeah, this is gonna be really strong, because by reducing the maximum stacks, that means you can explode the Corrupted Seed much earlier, and also that means you can refresh that debuffs much faster. Like, because the debuffs, you can put the debuffs using her first skill, and basically I think yeah, it basically all of her abilities inflicts Corrupted Seed. So she can, just like Jiangman, all of her moves will inflict the Corrupted Seed, and that means that she can keep refreshing and exploding the Corrupted Seed like much more often, which will increase her damage by a lot. So this is gonna be really strong. Like the power spike from Resonance 5 to Resonance 6 is like more than double her damage, depending on how much maximum stacks are reduced. So the damage of a stack increase in coordination with the caster's attacks. Yeah, this is basically the same as this one, percentage of the original caster's attack. I'm guessing that they increase the the percentage attack number, but let's just see later. So yeah, that is Embla for you, the APEP killer, and also a really strong Esper. Like I definitely, without even looking at the percentage number, I recommend all of you, like whether you are free-to-play players or you are pay-to-win players, or you are new players or veteran players, this is gonna be really strong. This is useful in every single content in the game. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that why do I think that she is an APEP killer? So here's the strategy. The first one is that because it's really hard to put debuffs on APEP, especially a poison debuff, then Corrupted Seed is a unique debuff. So I'm guessing that because this is a unique debuff, this is gonna be similar to Jiangman's Nether Bloom, where it will 100% definitely gonna hit the enemy, and it will always gonna be there, and like 100% certainty. So that means that APEP will definitely gonna get this Corrupted Seed. And then the next one is that if you hit the carrier of this Corrupted Seed, then APEP will get disease, which will block him from healing himself. And then the next one is this. This is what makes her really good in APEP, because you can now have all of your other DPS dispels their own poison by just attacking APEP. Because when APEP have Corrupted Seed, which is will always gonna be there if you have Embla, then your allies who moves much faster than APEP will dispel one poison every time they attack. So that means that you can just counter the poison application where you attack APEP and get poisoned by using this. This is the reason why she is the APEP killer. So let's go to next one, Parmi Minsan. So 4-star Flow. Parmi is a controller with reliable controllability. She can also deal extra damage to incapacitated enemies. Oh, yes! A combo with Pritzker. This is gonna be really good. Let's see what she can do. Like I hope she can extend incapacitated debuffs. So let's see. Ability 1, Dream Bell Curve. Attacks an enemy, grants recovery to the ally with the lowest HP percentage. So this is just like Fabrice's first skill. And then second ability, Pipe Dream Echo, reduces all enemies' AP, inflicts attack down, deals extra damage to incapacitated enemies. Oh, okay, so it only increases the damage. Ability 3, Fantasy Crater, attacks all enemies, inflicts stun. If an enemy is not stunned, inflicts sleep, cannot be resisted. Damn, this is much stronger than not much stronger than Pritzker. They can go side by side. This is insane. Yeah, this is insane. So that means like the enemy will have no choice but getting disabled the moment she uses her third ability, because if they resist the stun, they will sleep. Either way, we will prevent the enemy from moving in that turn unless you hit the sleeping enemy. So this is great. Wow. So I can already see like using her together with Pritzker will make you able to permanently disable the entire enemy team for the whole fight. Like reliably, like we all have a lot of controller up until this point, but the only one that can be very reliable in stunning the entire enemy team is only Pritzker. So now we have another one. So let's go to her resonance. Resonance 1, Pipe Dream Echo Overload. It's the second skill. Pipe Dream Echo, final damage increases. Okay, so you can actually build her with damage. You can basically build her with damage, not just as a support. So Resonance 2, Feral Retribution. When the target is incapacitated, damage increases. So she is all about dealing damage when the enemy cannot move. So she is just like a sadist, you know. Resonance 3, Blessing. Yeah, this is the stats increase. Resonance 4, Rapid Wings. If an enemy is incapacitated, ally speed increases. If an enemy ally speed increases, this is great. So if you have a control team, you definitely want army inside there, because as long as the enemy cannot move, your allies will keep on moving. Because I'm guessing this can stack with the speed up buff. So this is great. Resonance 5, increase in stats. Resonance 6, Fantasy Crater. Morph is the third skill. New effect, Fantasy Crater. After inflicting stun, if the target is not stunned, inflict sleep for 1 turn, cannot be resisted. Wait, what? Attacks on enemies, inflict stun. If an enemy is not stunned, inflict sleep. Wait, what? If the target is not stunned, inflict sleep. I think the difference is only in this word, if an enemy is not stunned. Wait, there are two versions in translating this. The first one is that maybe if you attack all enemies and one of them is not stunned, then all of them will sleep instead. That is the first one. The second one is that we attack all enemies, but the stun will only be to a single target. So you actually target like one enemy that you want to stun, and if that enemy is not stunned, then inflict sleep to that one enemy. So this is only a single target stun, even though it attacks all enemies. That's there are two ways to understand this. So this one will make that after inflicting a stun, if the target is not stunned, inflict sleep for 1 turn. So this makes it AoE, I guess, if that's how we interpret these sentences. Yeah, so because this one means that if the target is not stunned, so that means that any of the 5 enemies, if any of them is not stunned, that particular enemy will sleep instead. So yeah, we're gonna need to wait for the in-game text to understand this better. But in any case, she is really good in stunning or sleeping an enemy. But yeah, it all depends on this, what they mean by this. Like I'm confused after reading the Divine Gate 6, because if this is AoE, then C is good. If this is an AoE stun and AoE sleep, then C is great. But if this is only a single target stun and single target sleep, then yeah, you want to skip her until you can actually get her at Resonance 6. So this Esper can currently only be acquired in the event shop, while Dream of Redemption is running. She will be added to Echo after the event has closed for a period of time. Okay, so the way to get her is exactly the same as Aurelius and Nick. So she's gonna be in the event shop. So you will only able to get her at Resonance 0. So depending on how her third ability works, then she is either gonna be useful or she is gonna be benched for now. So yeah, those are the two Espers, the two new Espers. Nice. So the rest of the features, the new ones, Divine Synthesis Spot, optically yeah, you can basically read this in your own time. So basically, the Divine Synthesis pod will make you able to level up your Esper much faster by using your other Espers as a reference for that particular Esper. And then shortcut menu will just make you move around the menu much faster. Ultimate's Fire, this is a leaderboard again. This is just like the Calamity Tower but with ranking, I guess. So this is the PvE version of PvP. Yeah, this is another way for PvE players to compete with each other who has a better PvE Espers in here. So ritual miracle and this license divided into word formation and for later a group consists of similar okay. Yeah, so basically that's it. This is just like a Calamity Tower, but they rank you. They give you all brackets and they will reward you based on your achievement. New events, Dream of Redemption. This is the Embla event, Scent of Spring. This is a new event. I totally have no idea how this gonna go. It basically you have 4 espers that you can send on a trip, and how the trip goes we have no idea at all. And then yes, that is Embla. And concept of relic, yeah, they basically changed the icon and how you call its relics. So I gonna need to update my relic calculator in accordance to this. So yeah, probably someday. So optimized relic equipment enhancement, quick enhance, yeah, that's good. So it makes enhance you faster. Increase essential attributes when as per to phase 1 and 2. In addition to the increased stats, their attributes will also be strengthened in multiple ways. Wow, this is good. This is another bonus stats for all of your espers. So your ascension will give you much more stats, I guess, just from this one sentence here. So yeah, the difference between like fully built esper and non-built esper is gonna be much more obvious. Reduce difficulty for APEP 12 to 16 floor. So yeah, now we have Embla to kill APEP, and now APEP become much easier. That means that you all who gonna pull Embla will have a really easy time against APEP now. So let's go. Esper fusion adjustments. Armor condition has been changed to player level 32. Oh, that's the fusion. Use Alexa, yes, because yeah, I already sent all of them, so yeah, this well, just yeah, so this makes it easier, just makes it easier. In Path to Mastery, in addition to Shi Chui, QC can also be obtained. Oh, this is the same. I think they just copy paste this, I guess, from the previous patch notes. So after completing all missions of a course, a bonus reward will be a free registration event adjustment. Echo optimization. If you did detailed probability, yes, we already know that. Formation of the weather, player can view. Next time, Nexus Crystal to unlock locked stages. 200. In the tournament, so players can use the first at a 70% discount. Wow, this is what I'm looking for. So yeah, for those of you who doesn't know yet, because Donar can be bought in tournament shop now, you shouldn't stop buying him. This is my advice. You shouldn't stop buying him. No matter what the popular YouTuber says, he is great. He is great. You know, so if you can have him at Resonance 6, he is strong, very strong. Not that OP, like not to the level of OP, but very strong, like borderline OP. So it's I'm guessing that in the near future the meta in the PvP later on will shift to donor in the high level PvP as your bruiser, as everybody's bruiser. So yeah, look forward to donor at Resonance 6 because he is really strong if you build him right. So we made compensation for the price difference. Yes, I've been buying Donar like every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of this compensation. So when players upgrade now, so they'll be able to preview the attribute changes. Okay, place recorded transfer into info to all information screen. Like adjustment, the growth by solidity after change level by content. Okay, so that's it. That's all the patch notes for this 3.2.0. So yeah, look forward to Embla. I think I definitely gonna pull her, I guess, if I can reach Resonance 2. But then again, I'm waiting for Ethan. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, like, I'll just wait, yeah. She is really strong, but the thing is that I do want to Resonance 6 the next Esper, because she is so obvious in her playstyle. So yeah, the way to counter her is also obvious. So yeah, but she is really strong, definitely, especially if you have Tricky. So yeah, that's all for this video. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you get a lot of information from here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.